This is how you learn in life. By doing stuff. I'm not a read the book thing.
I also own a farm.
Here we go. You're now watching the 2024 season of Farming with Duffy Ag. Welcome back to the channel. Well, this morning, I don't even know where the other half went. We got the GoPro mount fixed up. Big gains for the morning. Big gains. But, as you can see, it rained. We still got the combine here. We have the hydrostat out. Got to split it. Got to figure it out. Was reading the tech manual to figure out exactly what it is. So it is Monday. We got work to do on the Mac. We can get it done. We got over 2.5 inches of rain. That rain gauge is nasty. Remind me, I mean, 1.5 inches of rain, over 1.5 inches of rain. But priority is combine. So we will be hauling manure later this week probably. It would be good to have a week off of hauling manure. So some plans got changed around last week as far as who has manure and who wants to do what right now, stuff like that. So dragline might be direct dragging, but at the end of the day, they don't need us. And we can move some manure around, but not, priority is this. So let me get this figured out. We got to get it split because the seal. So that seal that is supposed to be there is $14.58. I want to make sure everything else is good, but that is what it costs. We're doing all this work for that. Trying to figure out what exactly is going on here. And in the service technical manual for this, it just says split it, which is a little more challenging than it just says it comes apart. So, we were never gonna get that out of there. We'll have to get, oh, those are just O-rings. So I looked up in the parts book on this assembly, and I looked at how many of those bolts are in this assembly right here. It said 16. Well, we only had 6 out of the bottom. So here we go. There's the next one right here. So we got to take the other side off. That will get us out. There's one on the top and bottom. As far as splitting any of it, we don't need to split the top, I don't believe. I gotta look at the kit. So there's a kit to rebuild this or rebush it or reseal it, or I don't really know. I might call, I'll call and ask somebody exactly what's in the kit. $524 in the kit. Not the end of the world, but there is why we couldn't get it to split apart. There we have it. We'll get new lock washers for it. That's one out. We'll pop this side off. There should be one behind this too. Ooh. Oh, this one might be a little tap. My rubber hammer. No rubber hammer? Somewhere. So there's a gasket kit that goes with this one clearly. Yeah. So there's a plunger here. Make sure they go the right. Oh, there's parts of plastic in this. Okay. So let me clean that up. There's parts of plastic that are worn and tired. So that's probably all the seal kit that goes with this, which will be good. Like I said, I want to make sure this is much better off than it was. Oh, there's a piston here and there. A little scraper. Ever get a scraper? Oh, I cannot wait to actually clean this place back up. That's a complete rainy day project. That is not, weather's coming out. That is not when we got stuff to work on project. There it goes. And behind door number 1, why is the hydraulic oil red? Oh, door number 2, I guess it would be now. We have the other bolt. I don't want to lose these. We'll mix them up. Okay. It's actually pushing itself apart. So it's spring loaded, whatever's going on, which makes sense. I don't want it all to fall apart though. It's been a while since, it's honestly been since college that I ever messed with anything with the hydro in it, because we honestly haven't had to. So, but I do remember quite a bit of that. We had some really good teachers that taught us a lot, but unless you're doing it in the real world and you're doing it a lot, then you don't really stay tuned with it. But this is how you learn in life, by doing stuff. I'm not a read the book thing type of person. I know there's a bunch of discs and all sorts of stuff in there. I don't know if it's going to come out as one or it's all going to fall apart. Can you guys see? I can't see. What I should do, pick it up and put a block underneath it or something. And then see exactly what it looks like. Oh, we're good. So, in the tech manual book, it says this unit weighs 275 pounds. So, here's exactly what failed. Let me think how this is orientated. Well, you can see right here, the gasket is in there. There's a broken piece of gasket there. Yes, pulling it apart, it would be that way. This is, where are we here? Where'd we actually JB weld it? Or tried to JB weld it. Right here. So see how there's no gasket there at all? It had failed and it was dumping oil out through the port. And that's just how it was. So here's your plate for, oh no, that's just a piece. For it to all ride on and everything. So underneath this, I don't really want to, underneath this and underneath this, I don't want to take that out. It's got some grooves, but this hydro I think was very strong. We were just losing hydraulic oil. So, because of the gasket. So that one plate I'm looking at that I'm like, I don't love it. It's not horrible. It's $1,092 online. What? Deere bearing plate OEM. Ooh, it's $273 from Tractor ASAP. Does it say it's new? Alrighty, all the belts are ordered. All of the gaskets we need, O-rings we need, lock washers we need. Well, the order is in. He's gonna call me back if anything comes up real weird, I guess it would be. I did learn one thing. Where are we here? So I can get a whole hydrostatic pump motor that is a replacement OEM. I'm just looking at it. It looks like it has everything on it. You can get that for $5,500 through Worthington. That includes a $500. Here, I'll show you. So that includes a $500 core. But we got this one apart. I'm not hoping to spend $5,500 on it. That plate inside of it, we could have got a rebuild kit for it. It starts adding up. It's like $2,000 by the time you get done with everything. And yes, this is what makes the money. As far as harvesting, this is the last step of moving things. Big step. Trucking has some of it. So that is an option down the road. We're going to be very good that it doesn't leak. Hopefully we will not be in the mud like we were last year, battling things. We are not combining for anybody else. I don't see the value of it. By the time you get done messing around and stuff like that. We have one other thing we got to get, but then this combine should go back together. But told them order it, not in a rush, super rush. So do not charge me for overnight shipping, stuff like that. But he was gonna check into it. Hopefully we got a couple. By the time we're done, I got belts, stuff like that. But as far as getting this hydrostat back running where it needs to be, hopefully we're a couple $100 into it, which will be good. Belts get expensive quickly, but we have the option for $5,500 to make this combine. Granted, what did I spend on the combine? 11? No, 95 on the combine and. Oh no, 11 on the combine, and the head was 95, I think, with the trailer. So, at the end of the day, yeah, the components start adding up. That's the thing, but feel really good about that. Alrighty, I got Robert coming. He actually washed this head a while ago. I'm going to have him grease it. We should check all the tension. So grease, check gearboxes. I'll have him do that because we're teaching him some things. But yeah, gearbox is on the side. You got to check lower head to ground. So that's going to have to be hooked up to check that. But what else we got? We'll spray all those down. I guess that's it. These heads are, I think, is there underneath? Yeah, there's underneath. So I'll have him do that. I'm going to actually pressure wash the truck and get that figured out. get that closer to being really good. Yeah, this thing got pretty trashed over the last little bit with either people overfilling it, myself overfilling it, or just battles of manure. So we'll get it washed down. We got some work to do on the truck itself, maintenance stuff, and have it good for a couple more weeks, maybe a couple more months. It's chilly though today. It's not freezing, but it's chilly. Okay, so I got the trailer mostly cleaned up. I can see where it's rotted out there from manure sitting and whatnot. We're gonna switch that out over the winter so it goes down and probably points back that way. That way it doesn't splash out of it ever. That would solve our issue. But the truck is still filthy. I'm gonna drop the trailer and we're gonna clean the truck. I got a lot of manure off of this and the 3 inches of sand and manure up on the top off. But I am freezing, so we're gonna go in the shop for a minute and warm up. Yeah. Oh, Robert's here. Are those my washers that are supposed to be on there?
Might be. Might have got blown off in pressure.
Hired help. Yeah, this has to get serviced, but the fact it keeps raining and it was supposed to be done raining. Whew. Well, I guess we are gonna have to stay tuned, see if we can get that hydrostat to work again without any leaks, or if we're completely up a creek without a paddle. Ended up being a freezing cold. After pressure washing, I probably pressure washed for about an hour and a half on that trailer. It started raining on the camera, so just had to cut that out because it got blurry. But I was pretty cold. I was absolutely freezing. So warmed up some, and by then that was enough for that day. So appreciate you guys watching along. We're gaining through some of our projects. We got more headaches to come, which you guys will actually see in the next video. So have a good one. See you guys on the next one.